When people talk about love, they often talk about feelings butterflies, excitement, passion, and attraction. But real love goes much deeper than emotions. Feelings can come and go, but genuine love shows itself through behavior, priorities, and the way someone treats you over time. One of the most common questions many women ask is simple but powerful. How can you tell when a man truly loves you? The truth is, love is not always loud. It is not always dramatic, and it does not always look like the romantic scenes we see in movies. Real love is often quiet, consistent, and revealed through small but meaningful actions. Understanding these deeper signals can help you evaluate your relationships more clearly. When you recognize the difference between attraction, convenience, and genuine love, you gain the power to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Many relationships begin with attraction. Physical chemistry is often what brings two people together in the first place. A man notices a woman, he feels drawn to her, and curiosity turns into interest. But attraction alone is not love. Many people confuse intense attraction with deep feelings. In the early stages of dating, emotions are often driven by excitement, novelty, and curiosity. Everything feels new, and the connection can feel incredibly strong. However, that initial spark does not necessarily mean the relationship is built on something lasting. For many men, attraction can appear frequently and fade just as quickly. Without a deeper emotional bond, the excitement eventually disappears, leaving both people confused about what happened. Real love begins when something deeper replaces that temporary excitement. When a man truly loves a woman, his focus gradually shifts. Instead of being driven primarily by physical desire, he begins to value emotional closeness. Conversations become more meaningful. Time spent together becomes more important than simply satisfying attraction. He enjoys talking with her, understanding her thoughts, learning about her experiences, and discovering who she truly is as a person. These quiet moments become meaningful because they create emotional intimacy, which is the foundation of lasting relationships. A man who loves deeply does not only focus on physical intimacy. He genuinely enjoys spending time together even when nothing romantic or exciting is happening. He listens carefully, remembers small details about her life, and feels comfortable simply sharing space with her. This is one of the biggest differences between someone who is infatuated and someone who truly cares. Infatuation is often driven by excitement and desire. Love is driven by connection and understanding. When a man values emotional connection, he respects boundaries and allows the relationship to grow naturally instead of rushing things. Another powerful sign of genuine love appears during difficult moments. Anyone can show affection when life is easy. When everything is going well, most relationships feel comfortable and enjoyable. But the true strength of a relationship is revealed when challenges appear. Love is tested during times of stress, illness, emotional struggle, or unexpected life difficulties. When a man truly cares about a woman, he does not distance himself during those vulnerable moments. Instead, he becomes more present and supportive. He checks on her when she is not feeling well. He offers help when she is overwhelmed. He listens when she needs someone to talk to. His instinct is to stand beside her rather than step away. This behavior does not come from seeing a woman as weak. It comes from valuing her well-being and wanting to protect the relationship. Real love includes responsibility. It includes the desire to support someone even when situations become uncomfortable or difficult. When someone consistently shows up during challenging moments, it reveals a level of commitment that words alone cannot express. In healthy relationships, partners become a source of strength for each other. When life becomes difficult, they face challenges together rather than alone. This kind of support builds trust and emotional security, which are essential for long-term relationships. Another important indicator of love is sacrifice. True love is rarely measured by grand gestures or expensive gifts. While those things can feel exciting, they do not always reflect genuine commitment. Sometimes they simply reflect someone's financial ability or desire to impress. What truly matters is the effort someone is willing to make when something requires time, patience, or personal compromise. Love becomes visible when someone chooses to invest their energy into things that matter to their partner. That effort may appear in many forms. Someone may adjust their schedule to spend more quality time together. They may work on improving certain habits because they want to be a better partner. They may learn new things that are important to the person they love. These actions require intention and dedication. They show that the relationship is a priority. Sacrifice is not about losing something. It is about choosing someone else's happiness as something worth investing in. When a man willingly gives his time, effort, and attention to strengthen the relationship, it reveals the depth of his care. Love is not about giving what is easy. It is about giving what is meaningful. When someone is willing to grow, adapt, and invest in a relationship even when it requires effort, that is a powerful sign that the connection truly matters to them. Another important lesson in relationships is learning to focus on actions rather than words. Words can sound convincing, but they are easy to say. Actions require consistency. Over time, a person's priorities reveal themselves through their behavior. If someone truly values a relationship, their choices will show it. That is why it is important to observe patterns rather than isolated moments. Look at how someone behaves consistently. Do they value spending time together? Do they support you when life becomes difficult? Do they invest effort into building a stronger relationship? When these behaviors appear repeatedly over time, they reveal genuine care and commitment. At the same time, healthy relationships also depend on self-respect. When someone values themselves, they become less willing to accept poor treatment. They develop clearer boundaries and higher standards for the way they expect to be treated. Self-respect changes the way relationships develop. Instead of constantly seeking validation from others, a person becomes comfortable with who they are. They recognize their worth and choose partners who treat them with kindness and respect. When someone is emotionally secure, they do not depend on a relationship to create their happiness. Instead, the relationship becomes a positive addition to their life, rather than the center of it. This creates a healthier balance where both partners choose each other freely, rather than out of need or insecurity. In that kind of environment, love grows naturally. It is built on trust, mutual respect, and genuine care. Real love does not always announce itself with dramatic gestures. It reveals itself through consistent actions, emotional support, and the willingness to invest time and effort into the relationship. When someone values connection, stands beside you during vulnerable moments, and makes meaningful sacrifices to strengthen the bond, those are powerful signs of genuine love. Understanding these signals can help you recognize the difference between temporary attraction and a relationship that has the potential to last. Real love is not defined by excitement alone. It is defined by loyalty, effort, understanding, and the quiet commitment to grow together over time.